Lil Mozi spotted at Hype House.
So we're here with 16 Bars, and I'm sitting next to Lil Mozi, and it's the second time this.
Earlier this year, Lil Mozi took advantage of TikTok's popularity by teaming up with content creator collective Hype House for a Blueberry FAYGO music video. Since then, the rapper has been relatively quiet, but it seems he's been making secret trips back to the famed house. Welcome to Lime Report. Before we begin, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and check out the link in the description to enter a chance at winning our Apple product giveaway. Lil Mozi is one of the youngest rappers to taste success in today's game. While it's true that the talent keeps getting younger every year, Lil Mozi is a cut above the rest of his class. At first, Mozi began rapping as a hobby and released a few songs on SoundCloud. But with the response he received, it was pretty obvious he needed to pursue music more seriously. From there, Mozi really started working on his craft, and the results speak for themselves. Lil Mozi has been active in the rap scene since 2016 and has shown flashes of greatness but struggled to find his groove. But after dropping his sophomore album, led by the infectious summer jam Blueberry FAYGO, Lil Mozi displayed a wide range of talent that all but guarantees him a successful career. That is, if he can keep himself out of trouble long enough to see his career through. Not just legal trouble, that's easy for the star. Mozi has admitted to being involved with some bad people before, but has a clean record and doesn't blatantly rep any gang. The odds of a smart young guy like him are pretty slim as long as he stays on his path. But getting involved with a group filled with egos could prove to be a fatal move for his career, if he's not careful. Recently, there's been news of Lil Mozi sneaking off to the Hype House amid the quarantine, and now fans are wondering what exactly he could have been doing there. While it's true that Mozi has friends within the house he hangs out with a separate group, so the secret rendezvous feels a bit fishy. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Today we'll be taking a look at rumors surrounding Lil Mozi's secret trips to the Hype House. What could the young star have been doing there? Is there a secret lover among the members of the Hype House? Or does Lil Mozi simply have another collaboration in mind? Don't go anywhere as we reveal the shocking truth behind Lil Mozi's visit to the Hype House. You won't want to miss any of this. Lil Mozi's trip to the Hype House could mean anything, so there's been a lot of debate as to what his intentions in the house really are. Back in March, Lil Mozi debuted the music video for one of his best performing singles to date, Blueberry FAYGO. The catchy single was originally leaked online much to the dismay of Mozi. The rapper was unfortunately the victim of a data hack, and the internet thieves managed to grab the track in their heist. Realizing the potential of the song, tons of imposters on SoundCloud began uploading the track and racking in plays by the thousands. While the artists were made up, the popularity of Blueberry FAYGO was very real. One version of the song that had attributed to an artist named Benjip had nearly 22 million streams, meaning it could have netted the uploader a lot of money, according to Josh Marshall, who manages Lil Mozi. The single was so popular though that Mozi had no choice but to put it on his sophomore album anyway, and the move really paid off. Blueberry FAYGO peaked on the US charts at number 12, making it the best performing single the rapper has ever had. In spite of all the imposters the rapper had to battle, his fans still supported him enough to break the top 25 in the country. Lil Mozi knew Blueberry FAYGO would be a success and ensured that with the visuals he chose to accompany the song. For the music video, Mozi decided to team back up with his old friend Cole Bennett at Lyrical Lemonade. The two had worked together before. The execution for the latest project together was flawless. The music video for Blueberry FAYGO captured a summer wonderland described by the single perfectly. Along with superstar director Bennett, Lil Mozi also decided to team up with friends from the TikTok creative supergroup The Hype House and even filmed the video in their luxurious home. Mozi hasn't had any real connection with the group since then, but it's clear as day that he's been spending more time there than usual. So, what could all of this mean? Keep watching to find out the truth behind Lil Mozi's secret visits to the Hype House, exclusively here on Lime Report. For those of you unfamiliar, the Hype House is a collective of creators as well as the name of the sweet mansion they live in. The nature of the house is to allow the members to collaborate on content for various social media platforms as well as promote each other's personal brands. Being such a young talent in the hip-hop industry, Lil Mozi has had sort of advantage when it comes to navigate through the rough social media scene, and that could definitely be a factor in his early success. The rapper was smart enough to get in touch with the Hype House in order to score some promos, and that's what helped to generate enough buzz for the single. Realistically, Mozi knew he had a problem when the song kept leaking, and so he understood the only way to combat it was to tease the track enough to generate real buzz for it. He generously presented a collaboration opportunity to some of his friends in the creative house, and the rest is somewhat of history. Mozi was able to score the help of both Addison Rae and Lil Huddy, two big names in the TikTok community, and together the three were able to give Blueberry FAYGO the traction it needed to survive. Lil Mozi also understands the power of strong visuals, demonstrated by his constant desire to work with the leader of Lyrical Lemonade. Cole Bennett began his company as a mere musical blog, but the empire quickly rose from its humble beginnings into one of the most powerful visual groups in the business. Lil Mozi was ready to put real time and effort into his smash single. Along with the right to promote his single on TikTok, Hype House also gave him the keys to their mansion for the video, and during the shoot, Lil Mozi was joined by Lil Huddy and Addison Rae. Along with the two renowned TikTok stars, the group was also joined by Lil Mozi's friend and fellow rapper, the Kid Laroi. Together, the four were able to show off a great time. The video was able to amass millions of views on YouTube in just a few hours, proving that the hype around Lil Mozi is very real. With the young Seattle rapper forging some strong relationship with the world's next crop of great influencers, it's not hard to see why Lil Mozi is on the rise. But the Hype House is a complicated place filled with more drama than it's worth. If Lil Mozi isn't careful, he could end up entrenched in a terrible fight for his life. Stay with us as things only get more interesting from here. You won't want to miss this. The Hype House is full of some of the most popular creators on TikTok. But the thing that most people tend to forget is that it's really just a bunch of rich kids. In the house, there are about 20 to 30 members, but only a few stay full-time, because the alternative would be madness. There are set rules, but chaos still reigns in a home with mostly teens. Two of the members, Lil Huddy and Charlie D'Amelio, were dating for some time, but recently broke up. The Kid Laroi coincidentally got famous by way of a single named after the Hype House member, Addison Rae. During the shoot for Blueberry FAYGO, it didn't seem like the two had anything, but anything is possible at this point. Regardless of the situation, there's bound to be some sort of drama to come from Lil Mozi hanging out with the members of the esteemed Hype House. Aside from that, there's also been a bit of legal drama surrounding the creative superhouse. The Hype House was originally founded by a few members including Lil Huddy, Thomas Petrell, and Daisy Keach, all TikTok creators. Things were going great in the house until one day, Daisy decided to move out and get away from the drama. According to Daisy, Petrell and Huddy were leaving her out of decision-making and brand deals, despite the large chunk of money she put down to help get the house. After it came out that the TikTok dancer would abruptly be leaving Hype House, she uploaded a 22-minute video to YouTube detailing what had happened and why it was the final time she'd be addressing it on social media. Things started to turn sour between the pair when Thomas would host parties and music video shoots in the house without permission, despite Daisy being the leaseholder, making her responsible, and would repeatedly refer to himself and Chase as the co-founders, before referring to Daisy as a hot Instagram model with a shelf life. When her lawyers got in touch to question why she was being left out of the business side of things, although the members of the Hype House hold a lot of power and influence on social media, the reality of it is that they're just regular kids with a big following. If Lil Mozi isn't careful, he could get caught up in some unrelated drama and have to face the consequences in a public setting. The prospect of such a thing could easily spell the end for the Seattle rapper's promising young career. It's pretty amazing what Lil Mozi has been able to do in just a few years in the rap game. Mozi began rapping really young and decided to move out of his home at just 15 years old to pursue his career. The move was extremely risky, but paid off in a big way, as Mozi is one of the only rappers to ever successfully make it out of his hometown. He's made some missteps before, but Lil Mozi has grown at a pretty remarkable rate. With 4 years already under his belt before hitting the age of 20, it's not out of reach to say Mozi will eventually become a top 5 rapper. But the greatest thing the artist needs to stay away from is any sort of drama, and that's exactly what he's walking into each time he goes to the Hype House. The reality is that Lil Mozi needs to distance himself from the house and go back to building his following in an organic way, like he did during his come-up. It's hard to deny just how successful Blueberry FAYGO was with the help of the creative group, but Lil Mozi is a real talent among his class and could probably figure out how to grow without the help of the House of Drama. While we don't know what Mozy's true intentions are, it's clear that the smart rapper with a clean record has a little bit of a wild side to him. But what could his real intentions with a hype house be? Thanks for joining us, everyone. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. And before you go, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and check out the link in the description to enter a chance at winning our Apple product giveaway.